In this, we are going to see how to create basic ETL transformation through PySpark. Okay, yeah. Why I am going for PySpark like Spark instead of using Abinitio. Instead of using ETL tools like Informatica, Abinitio, Datastage, why I am going for Spark? Why I prefer Spark? Means Spark is free. Okay, it's an open source. Yeah, the fundamental features what we have in Ab initio, that is parallel processing or parallel computing, is there in Spark. Then why I need to pay for Ab initio to have that tool? The fundamental features of Ab initio is parallel processing or parallel computing. Then why I need to the same thing, the fundamental feature of Ab initio is parallel processing or parallel computing. The same feature is available in the Spark. Then why I have to pay huge amount to the Ab initio corporation? Because I am getting this Spark for free. Okay. Here it is an open source. I can download it and I can use the same feature, the ETL, the ETL operations. What I can do in Ab initio, the same operations I can do in the same operations I can perform in the Spark. Okay. And instead of the same operations, I have the additional features. In the Spark, like I have the streaming is there in Ab initio also. Like instead of batch processing, we can do there in the streaming also. But apart from streaming, we have ML like machine learning functionalities and other things like which supports data science APIs is there in the Spark. Then obviously I will go for the Spark only. Okay. The majority people the majority people who wants to save the money will go for Spark, but only the few people are there may be some exceptional cases why they want to go for Ab initio, like if they have the internal dealing with the managers and the Ab initio corporation, or if there is any if the manager want to, if the manager is getting more commission for using the tool, those are the exceptional cases. This is if I am a client, then I will prefer for going for Spark only. Okay, this is as a client perspective why I use the Spark. And if I am a developer, why I why I am going for the Spark? Yeah, I will say some few reasons. If I am a developer, then why I prefer the Spark, like uh, mm, instead of Ab initio. Okay, not yeah, Ab initio, like it is one of the predominant tool in the among the ETLs. I am taking the Ab initio. Okay, and it is a highly costly tool. I am using the Ab initio here. I am taking Ab initio for reference. Okay, if I want to practice or demonstrate any features in the Ab initio, okay, whether it may be a PDL, plans, or meta programming, for using those things, I can't do this in my local. I can't install those features in my, like I can't install those version of ETL tool in my local system, and I cannot practice or demonstrate those things to you. Okay, like in my previous video, like generation of dynamic DML through meta program. In previous video, like dynamic DML generation through PDL, I captured the screenshots and I explained to you. I don't have the flexibility to show you on the on the go. Like I captured the screenshot and explained to you. I don't have the flexibility to do it to do it in a real time. Okay, to do it in a real time, like since those features are not available, and if I want any information regarding the any concept in Ab initio, it is not in a public domain. It's not in a public domain. If I want to have any information regarding any topic in Ab initio, it is not in public domain. Okay, then how I can, as a developer, if I stuck anywhere, how a developer can resolve those things? Okay, it is very difficult in the developer point of view. Like we need to have Abinitio tool. We are completely dependent on the tool. If we don't have the tool, we can't do anything. Okay, we are completely like dependency. We are fully dependent on the tool. Okay, so as a like. Since it is in the Spark, there is no such unavailability, because since the Spark is a open source, we can download it simply and we can use it. Okay. Now let's go into the session. Let's go into the session, like how to use the Spark. Let's go into the session. Yeah, now let's go into the session, and I will demonstrate how a basic ETL operation can be performed by using the Spark. Here I am Python. Here I am integrating Spark with Python. Why I am using the Python means for the future classes, like to go ahead with the data science, Python will be the Python will have more APIs, and the Python is very easy to use. So I am going the combination of Spark plus Python. That's called Spark. Okay, let's go into the session. Already installed my PySpark, like Spark in this system. To go into the Spark by using the PySpark, by using the Python, there is an utility called PySpark. I have that path. So here I am doing the PySpark and I am entering into the Spark session. Okay. Here my main motto is to extract the data from a file and to transform it and to load into an SQL. Here I am using the Postgres SQL, and here my file is the CSV file where I am extracting. Here I am doing a basic operation of calculating the bonus of a employee based on the salary. Like here I am giving 10% bonus on salary. Okay, my Spark session got started. Okay, here the session got started, and this is my Spark session. And based on this session, just here, first I am here I am reading an CSV file. Here it is an CSV file. If you want to see the CSV file, it will show you the CSV file. This is the CSV file. Here, this is the header. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. Here as employee number, employee name, department, and salary. I have 4 records. Okay, this is my CSV file. I am using. I'm reading the. I am opening one object. This is the Spark object, Spark session object, which will be created internally. We don't need to create explicitly. Here, Spark object will be created internally. In that Spark object, we have methods, and these are the arguments. Since it is a CSV file, I am passing it as an CSV, and the header is equal to true. Means I require the header, and this is the path where I have kept my file. Okay, and after this, I press the enter. Okay. Now the CSV file got loaded into this particular data frame. If I want to see the schema of that data frame, you can use the print schema. Here employee number is string, employee name is string. Like, we should not take employee number as a string, but as for demonstration purpose, like it took as a string. Okay, we will change. If we want to change, we can change. I will show you how we change from one data like typecasting. I will show you the how we can perform the typecasting. Yeah, here employee name is a string. It is a nullable, and department string and salary string. Yeah. And if you want to see the data in this data frame, here you can use the function show. Okay, here four records are displaying. If you want to view only few records, you can view the number of records you want to have, like 2 records, 3 records, based on your requirement. Okay, like it will be helpful if we have like millions of records. Okay, if you want to see the count of number of records, to see the count of number of records in a particular data frame, we can use count function. It will display the count of records. Okay, if you see, it is displaying it as 4. Mm, yeah, and if you want to know about any particular column, like if you want to describe any particular column, we can do it. We have a function like describe function where we can, if you want to see the details regarding that function, I want to see the details regarding the salary. It will show details regarding that particular field. Here it is saying salary is not there. Okay, give it in the notations, it will display. Here it is showing the summary regarding the salary. The number of records for the salary is 4. The mean is 15,000 and the standard deviation is 5,000 something. Deviation means it is from the average. The value it deviates from the average. It's called a standard deviation, and minimum value is 10,000 and maximum salary is 20,000. If you want, if you want to have like details regarding any column, you can use the describe function. Okay, now this is regarding some of the functions using data frame. Okay, like here you can do it in an interactive way, or you can have a code. You can have a code in Python. Like here I have written code in Python. Here if you are returning a code in Python, if you are returning a bunch of commands in the Python file, we need to create a object Spark explicitly, and we need to call this. Here I am reading the extracting the data and creating a data frame. And here after that, since my salary is in here my salary is in, if you see here, my salary is in string. So here my salary is in string. So converting that from string to the integer type. To convert this, I am importing this package, and after that I am creating a column by using with column, and I'm calculating. Here why I am creating a different data frames means we cannot change the data frame already exists. Here the data frame is there, and based on this data frame I am creating another data frame by changing by doing the typecasting. After that I am creating the another data frame. Here I am creating another data frame based on the previous data frame, Here I am adding another column bonus, and finally I am loading it into the SQL. Whatever SQL, it may be MySQL, Postgres, or Oracle, based on based on the database used. Here I am using the Postgres SQL. I am going for Postgres SQL means it is also an open source free. So I'm going for the Postgres SQL. Okay. Then how to execute this command? Yeah, if you are going by using the Python, we have a Spark submit utility. Okay, by using the Spark submit utility, we can execute. This is the Spark submit, and this is my file. Okay, this is the driver what it requires, and I am executing this. Okay, here if you see the table, yeah, here we have the 4 records. Okay, in the code, what I mentioned means overwrite. Overwrite means it will overwrite the existing records and load into the particular table. Okay, here let's see program. Okay, it got executed. Got executed, and these are our records. Okay, see here the bonus is 10% of that particular salary. Here instead of overwrite, I can have another option, that is append. Append means it will append to that existing records. Okay, now I am executing that particular program. In the next classes I will do, since I have given the df.show, here it will display the table here like this. If you in the code itself I have given, since in the code itself I have given df.show, it is displaying the records in this format. Okay, if you go and see the table, it will append. Previously we have 4 records, now we got 8 records. Okay, okay, this is how we can this is how we can do a basic transformation like extraction, transformation, and loading by using the PySpark. Yeah, and there are we need to discuss many things. What is the Spark session, and what is the Spark context, and why the data frame is static? Why can't we change? Those are many internal. This is the program just to explain what we can do in ATL. This is just to explain replica what we can do in the ETL. The same thing we can do in the PySpark to show you what PySpark can do. This is one of the just sample and simple program. Okay, in the future, based upon your response, I will upload in the future, based upon your response, I will upload more videos regarding the ETL through PySpark, ETL programming, like ETL functionalities through PySpark, like slowly changing dimensions and change data capture and other things. Okay, and the program and in this video, in the description, I'm attaching the program and the function of the Spark. Please go through it and you can have a clear understanding. Thank you for watching my video. Bye.